shadows ready to attack. No warning shot, no polite hello. Has wicked grin and a toxic glow. She's dripping poison like gossip at brunch. A sharp bite and you become her lunch. Sexy till you're twitching on the floor. She's smirking in your face, then comes back for more. Bite, bite, baby, better say your prayers. Venom's got stilettos and homicidal flair. She's vicious, delicious, a queen with a sting. The sexiest nightmare you've ever seen. Pucker up, sugar. Mama's venom tastes sweet.
Hello, hello. How's everybody doing? Oh, we'll just sit around and chat for a few. Mr. Coop said he's going to redirect here, so we'll just chat while we wait for everybody to gather in. Say hello to everybody. Hello, Miss Tammy P. How are you? Mr. Landfill. Hello, hello. Look around. How are you? Lurking is welcome. Anna, how are you? And we have Wishful She-Devil. Allie's in the house. Trying to hide on me, Allie. I found you. And we've got Janet and David Del Prince. Hello, hello. How are you guys doing? Serrano, hello, hello. Hey, Faves. How you doing? Hope everybody's doing okay. I was actually on the phone again, talking to a future guest that we may be going live tomorrow. Hello, Audio and Diane, Patty B. How you guys doing? What a day. What a few days, I should say. These body cam videos, there's something, huh? They've been interesting, to say the least. Hey, Amos girl, how are you? Come on in. Come join us. We're going to have some fun today. We're going to do a little debunking as well. One of the comments made yesterday was something to the effect of the child has never been involved in a lawsuit. Yeah. We're going to take a look at that. Hi, Dangerous Waves. How are you? How are you? Yeah, I was going to throw everything together in a presentation. I thought, nah, why do that when I could just go directly to the website and you guys can watch and see how easy it is to get into Levy County and pull the records. Any of the records in the Preston Hales case and Preston Matskin Hales case. So, yep, we'll go through that and you guys can watch it all happen live. Hey, Dangerous Waves, how are you? Denise Sells, hello, hello. Let's see, Denise says, the only debunking I've ever done is when we're separating the bunk beds. Oh, that seems to have become such a popular word these days. It really has. So, have you guys heard everything that's being said on her little, well, shall we dare say, her lives from her GaraageTudio? And Mr. Bonebreak was there as well, participating in the chat. Yeah. As they read off what their idea of fair use is, and she seems to think Megan and Tug are going to owe her thousands and thousands, because they used part of her stream that was sent to Megan for commentary and discussion and debunking purposes. That's fair use. No different than what she does. So there's that. And sadly, pulling up references on the Rumble page saying that it has stuff to do with Antifa, acts of war, inciting war. It's crazy. Hey, Roz, how are you? Oh, Rosalind's feeling run down. Not good, Roz, not good. You gotta get better, girl. Hey, itty bitty. Hey, Crystal. Oh, the people's coming in, coming in. 2012 Elf. Hello, hello. How are you? Yeah, so uh, she was reading off this whole section with Ray, and they're talking about how Megan is inciting war. Hmm. I, putting her together with terrorist organizations and that they're violating her right to privacy and it's copyright infringement and just going over the Rumble terms that they seem to think fit, which it doesn't, not by any means. They're leaving out the whole fact that it was used for the purpose of discussion, educational, debunking, fair use, telling the story, showing a different side of it. So yeah, there's that. Hi, Linda Lazier. How are you? How are you? E. Poindexter. How you doing? Everybody's piling in away, and then we're going to have some fun. And like I said, oh, Blue Amaryllis. How are you? We're going to go to the Levy County Court webpage. Like I said, I was going to do a document and just put it together and show it that way. But there's so many that are interested in these court papers that I figured we will go to the website, see how you sign in, what you got to do, and we'll look at the documents together, especially the one that was filed with her naming her own child with her former attorney, and how that wound up in a default, and how she was ordered for a deposition, never showed, gave a letter saying the child was sick, blah blah blah, on, excuse after excuse. Bubbles trying to withdraw from the case, being denied, him and Stark. So we'll look at all those little lovely documents, and then we'll have some fun with it. Also claiming that myself, Rosalind, Mr. Coop, I'm Miyagi. So somehow we all were modded on her page. Not, because we would have gotten notice that we were modded, and that never happened. So I don't know. That's kind of defaming me, if you ask me. I think she's defaming me by accusing me of doing something, or one of us of doing things that we didn't do. Hey, Jen keeps it real. How are you? Sarasota Beach Bum. How are you? Hope you guys are doing good. Oh, French is in the house. Where is French? French, French, French. Oh, yeah, Rosalind. This is definitely going to be a debunking because I don't like her attacking you. I don't like her attacking Shizzy. I don't like her attacking Jay. I don't like her attacking Megan and Tug. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of the lies. I'm tired of hearing them constantly attacking, calling names, accusing people of doing things and showing things and saying things that have never been said. Yeah, that's another thing that's got me in a ticky mood. I mean, I don't know how many of you heard Shizzy and myself last night, but we kind of leaned in and blew off some steam because we're tired of the lies, and we're tired of the false narrative that they're pushing. And they have the nerve to talk about how people on this side need to wake up, that Megan and Tug and Shizzy, oh, and myself, yeah, she announced I was demonetized. Well, you have to be monetized to get monetized. And we all know, I've said it plenty of times here, I'm not monetized. So I'm not, doing a story and making money off of it. Hello, Alan. How are you? Brenda, how are you? Hope you're all good. Where did you go? I seen Colleen was in here. Hey, T42. Welcome, welcome. There's Colleen. Hello, Colleen. If I missed anybody, I'm sorry. Trying to keep up with everybody as you're coming in. Yeah, it's going to be fun. I think I seen a new name in here. Is that Charlie Sugar? Maybe I seen. And Marsh, how are you? Crusty old witch. Everybody's just piling in now. Yeah. So last night, we went over body cam footage. Hey, Miss Vixen, how are you? And we were looking at the various deeds that seem to have gotten a certain squirt pump, um, however she wants to call her name, into, some problems in Sumter County, Florida. Hey, Liz Barnes, how are you? And yeah, stealing a golf cart, allegedly. I'm going to go using allegedly. Stole a golf cart, crashed it into a liquor store, stole 6 lottery tickets, all while having a sickle, you know, a those knife thingies that you use on farms or whatever to hack stuff down. Hello, Janet. Mama Bear Leah. Hello, hello. Tiny Paget. Hello, hello. And so last night, her spin on this golf cart and lottery ticket. Oh, she's saying that Squirt Pump didn't even do it. She was taking the blame and covering for Billy. Hey, Torlid, how are you? Tammy Steyer, Kathleen Jen, come on in. Sharon, hello, hello. I call Squirt Pump Stanky Tank. I like that. Oh, hello, Darlene. Well, as you guys know, I have been outed. Yep. They found out who I actually am. And I don't know if any of you know, but g'day, mates. It's me, Miyagi. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Yep. It's a beautiful day down under here. We're going into our winter. But I'm going to go back to using my voice mod. Oi, oi, oi. Oh, boy. These people, I tell you, I, you've got so many people getting accused of being so many different people. DR to most, how are you? I'm kind of curious though. We heard about DJ in Dallas and Marquis. Wonder how Zach's doing, Lisa. How's Zach? Is Zach okay? Has he been good? Gabe, Zach, good old Zach. How's he been? I heard Zach's maybe, I don't know. It's been kind of quiet from Zach. Maybe you guys could fill us in on Zach. Hello, Stacy P. How are you? You're new to the channel. Well, welcome. Come on in. We talk about various things here. Currently, today, we're discussing what the Hales versus the anti ecosystem. And I'm naming it that way because he's involved in a lawsuit with various members of that group. And right now, the cases that are open and going have released 8 of the defendants. That was on Fed 2, but there's still Fed 1 that names Lynette Preston, or I should say Lynette, Lacey, Alexis, Ruth, uh, whatever, Michelle Preston, and you've got John Michael Cook. Yeah. So that's Fed 1, And then there is the case with Michelle Preston and H.G. Preston versus Brett and Therese Granger, Rex Woods, Travis Willis, Shane, whatever, and Deputy Gregory from the Levy County Sheriff's Department. Yeah, they sued them. That's called the Trespass 5 case, which we're going to look at today. And then there's also the thumbnail case, which is Lynette Michelle Preston. I think it's filed under Lynette, but she signed everything Michelle. It's so hard to keep up with the names because she goes from Michelle to Lynette to Lacey, names she doesn't use. Hey, Robert, how are you? Tag, you're it. Tree God. Hi. Hello. Good afternoon. So, so getting back to this, we have, oh, hello, leg warmer lady. Oh, we've got somebody getting stalked in here. Audio says local elections yesterday was fun. The only guy in the area with 30 plus first names showed up. I got my voting slip, did the deed, and posted it in ballot box. And the time it took for him to confirm his. Oh, French says the best isn't simple croissant. It's the best is almond croissant, regular croissant, and almond cream inside with some almond cream and slivered almonds on top. Oh, that sounds good. That sounds really good. So we will go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and pull up the Levy County website. And I'm going to show you guys just how easy it is to get into Levy County. And we're going to look up some of the court records. Yeah. And I'm going to show you exactly what they said last night did not exist because they said there is nothing with the child's name. We're lying about that. So we will just go ahead and debunk that. Okay, and now I will go back to my stream so I can share the window because this will be fun. I think it's going to be fun. Gonna give them something to talk about. Okay. Hopefully that's sharing. No, not yet. I don't know if it's just delayed or what. Okay, here we go. All right. Hopefully this will start showing. Why is that coming up a black screen? Let's try this again. Oh boy, I'm definitely learning what Windows are all about. That's for sure. Put myself back up here for right now. Oh boy. Fun, fun, fun. Okay, here we are. Okay, so what we're going to do here, guys, this is the Levy County website. This is open to the public. See, so you click public and it takes you here to a disclaimer. And it says, they shall not be used for any information contained on this website, which is provided as a public service for information only. That this information is not intended to be used as authoritative public record or legal document shall no legal force or effect. The user or users of this website releases the clerk and its clerk's employees from any liability. Okay, so you click agree. Then you come here and you want to type in Preston. And over here, you want to select civil and county. So you want circuit, civil, and county civil. and hit the search button. And here you go. Here are the records. Now, you select this right here. Do you see that? Can you guys see this okay? That is the child's name, okay? Preston H.G., Otter Creek, Florida. Okay, here is the case number. Now, before I pull this up, I want to make sure that I get the redacted copy. But we can go ahead and look at what's just on the docket itself because it doesn't show the actual records. So we'll just go to all. It's a lot, huh? So this case originally was entered with the clerk on 9/16 of 24. These pages are just the filing of it, the fee paid, judge assigned, attorney assigned, and then we have the actual complaint. So here is complaint. Okay. So we have Michelle Preston. We're running slow here. Why is that running so slow? Okay. All right. There it is. Can everybody see this okay? Give you guys a couple seconds to answer. Okay, so we have Michelle Preston, H.G. Preston, through her mother, Michelle Preston, plaintiffs. Therese Granger, Brett Granger, Deanna West, Rex Woods, Travis Willis, and Deputy Sheriff Gregory from the Levy County Sheriff's Department. Comes now the plaintiffs, Michelle Preston and H.G. Preston, by and through their undersigned attorneys, and files their complaint for damages, and would state as the follows. Preston Michelle is a resident of Otter Creek. The minor child of Michelle Preston, also Otter Creek. Defendant Therese Granger, resident, state of Tennessee. Defendant Brett Granger, state of Tennessee. Defendant Deanna West, state of Florida. Rex Woods, Florida. Travis, Florida. Gregory, Florida. Facts common to all counts. Beginning on about the summer of 2023, non-parties Jeremy Hales and Martha George Visk fabricated a reality drama for content on their YouTube channel, What the Hales, centering on plaintiff Miss Preston and their ex-husband, in whom she resides, John Cook. The theme of What the Hales reality was a bad neighbors, and it was originated and based on false premises that Preston stalked us to Otter Creek by purchasing property located across the road from where Hales and Risk own property in Otter Creek, Florida. Number 11, Hales and Risk have used Miss Preston, Mr. Cook, and the 4-year-old H.G. Preston for fodder, for content, for their YouTube channels, subjecting them to harassment, bullying, stalking, defamation, invasion of privacy, thousands of menacing and vulgar comments by What the Hales fans on social media, messages, phone calls from strangers threatening Miss Preston, and strangers making false child abuse reports, resulting in dozens of visits by Child Protective Services. 12. Never before or currently has there been any major YouTube content creator devoting their YouTube content to almost exclusively to targeting a private person or persons, let alone elderly, poor, and disabled. Right there, we've got our first big debunk. Hey, Mr. Coop. Welcome all you Coop Raiders as well. Here we've got our first debunk because it says never before. But what's ironic, in 2023, it seems that Miss Lisa Rapazzi, I believe that's how she said to pronounce it last night on the body cam. Rapazi is how she said it. Yeah. So I wanted to make sure I said her name right. Um, she had been making content about her neighbors, calling it the bad neighbors. And she nicknamed the guy across the street the creeper. And she was posting videos, videotaping everything they do outside their home. If they were moving the garbage cans to the corner, she recorded them doing it. I seen the video, so it it is there. And she had cameras all around her house. But most interesting is when you guys watch the next video cam footage, from the police body cam. Pay attention to the Amazon boxes and what's on them because she has a camera set up on it, perched and pointed directly at his house. Yep, sure did. While the police were there taking reports, the camera was recording and pointing straight across the street. Miss Vixen, she is suing people for sharing clips. Yes, she is. Yes. Okay, so it goes on to say bullying, stalking, harassing, invasion of privacy, legal threats, physical threats, stochastic incitement of thousands of strangers by casting the targeted persons as villainous characters in the fake reality story where the real life person involuntarily being made into a public persona for the purpose of being targeted and destroyed for YouTube content. We're going to pause again because there we also have a problem because Miss Preston and Mr. Cook were making Jeremy a public problem. They were posting about him all over their social media accounts, several social media accounts. In fact, 13 of them is what I believe was said in the deposition. And she still has one of those accounts. The account that she's using currently is what she even testified to in her deposition as being owned and controlled by Jeremy Hills. That would be the page Standing in Truth. Otter Creek, Standing in the Truth. Stacy B, hello, hello, how are you? E. Poindexter, she says she's suing people. Oh, yeah, yeah. So you've got them making threats, doxing people, threatening their families, getting in touch with families, um, making up lies. They have pulled false reports on who we know as the good Tina, sharing information that is not Tina's information. They think they have the right person, but the only thing they've been correct about with Tina is the check cashing. I believe there's 12 and 2 evictions. Yeah. And I believe she's had something about truancy. So she's been very honest and forthcoming with us. They have said that she has used the multiple names, that she's Jessica Kruger, or was it Christine Kruger? They have a Kruger name, and they referred to her as being related to Jessica Kruger, is what I think it was. So I could be wrong on the names. I'm definitely right about the last name. Just may have the first name mixed up, and I'll correct anything that I'm wrong um, the next time I talk with Tina, or if Rosalind and I talk to Tina, I'll be sure to correct anything that I misspeak about because I'm not going to give information, and if it's wrong, I'm not going to go back and just ignore it like her channel does, rather than admitting they've been wrong or they put out information that's wrong. I think they should go back and actually admit what they were wrong about, or that they pulled somebody else's file. So now they're attacking Tina. They've gone after her. That's defamation. They're claiming she's lying. Lynette's claiming she's lying. Lynette says she never spoke to her on the phone. Lynette says she never spoke to Tug on the phone. But just last week, I believe it was last Sunday, Tina was on with Tug, and she read over some notes that she had taken down with shorthand. And Preston had full denial. Never, never, never had these conversations. But last week, after Sunday's show, Preston was in her chat absolutely saying, Lisa, you're telling everyone that I did say these things. And that's it. I'm going to have charges brought against Tina. She's lying. That proves she recorded our calls. Hmm, hmm. Michelle, we have a problem. If the calls didn't happen, how was she lying about recorded calls? How are you going to have her arrested if the calls didn't happen and she's lying? Uh, you guys catch where this is? How is she? Where did she harm you legally in any way to be arrested or sued or anything? If the calls aren't real and what she said isn't true and you didn't say it, why are you so afraid now? Hey, Em. Fair use applies regardless of if the video being played on the paywall. Now this is what I looked into, and I could be wrong, but definitely got to look into it more. But when you pay for a membership to a channel and you are allowed content, hey, here and after, hey, Harriet, or Harry, oh my God, I called you Harriet. I'm so sorry. Harry. Um, when you're paying for a level and you are in the process of watching the said level, and all of a sudden the video stops, and that channel now takes the videos that you were promised at that paid membership and moves them up to a higher tier, I would think that would fall into misrepresentation, pay gouging, or price gouging, um, and violating an agreement between the channel and the platform and the person paying for a membership. So if you guys pay for a membership, let's say for me, and I tell you every Saturday there's going to be a video on X, Y, and Z. So every Saturday you come and you look at the video X, Y, and Z. And then I decide the minute you join and become a member and I see, let's say T42 and Leg Warmer Lady are currently viewing X, Y, and Z right now, and I stop the video and I move it to a higher tier. From what I read and what I'm seeing, you can't do that. She could change her platform. She could change her videos to any tier she wants. But when you have a promise of a paid membership with certain videos at that tier, you must provide those videos in full, for the allotted time that it's supposed to be there. And she admits in her own recording last night, not only did she not meet the allotted time before she moved them, that she caught her in the middle of watching it and then moved it, cut it off and then moved it because she wanted to see if she was going to pay up to the next tier to get it, and she was going to keep moving it up. She thought it was a game. She thought it was funny. Oh, I don't think it's going to be funny for long. Nope. So I watch so you don't have to. If you're watching, you might want to talk to, oh, I don't know, AdSense, YouTube. Seems to me there's some kind of violation there. It's worth checking into anyway. I could be wrong, and if I'm wrong, I will gladly say it. But that's just my opinion. It's free speech, and I could say that. So we've got 15. A major storyline in the Hales created Bad Neighbors fake reality drama has that Miss Preston is an unfit mother to her special needs daughter, HG, whom she adopted at birth at 2019. A storyline advanced by Hales with dozens of defamatory videos portraying Miss Preston as crazy and her property as squalid and dangerous. No, nope. He presented the facts. We all have. What she did during the adoption process, what she did with the town as far as begging for money, grifting, trying to do raffles for mystery jewelry bags. Yeah. Begging for money for the adoption, begging for money for a home inspection. Yep. Even a lie detector. Yeah, she begged for money for that too. Oh, she begged for money for cars and for her then what she called animal sanctuary in, Northport that she was building in her backyard, which I'm sure her neighbors were very thrilled about having, chickens and ducks and tortoises and turtles and possums and bearded dragons and multiple dogs that she was breeding to sell. Oh, it was a real zoo over there. And you had people living, if you're from a city area and you know how homes are kind of right next door to each other and you definitely share a fence line and you can look in somebody's kitchen from your patio window. Yeah, that close. Well, the yard was just as messy and outrageous looking as, well, not as bad as Otter Creek, but we seen those pictures too, if you recall. I have a video on that where some of the pictures are shown. I think Tug and Megan did it. Pretty sure we did it on Rosalind's channel as well. So that's all been pretty much highlighted right there. So 16, as a result of Save HG's storyline, what the Hales fans have made false child abuse reports to Levy County Child Protective Services, resulting in 27 visits as of the filing of this complaint. YouTube host Veteran Nation on August 12th, 2024, phoned CPS report during a live stream. In every case, CPS reported no abuse or neglect and never found any reason to take any action whatsoever. Yet Hales and the other YouTube channels profiting off of what the Hales content continue to propagate that HG needs to be rescued. Well, my opinion is she's still living in an unsafe property. Have I ever called CPS? No, I have not. Is it true that Veteran Nation did call? Yes, he did. He did it on a live stream. As far as other people that have called, I'm going to say it here and now. We've all said it. Do not reach out to anyone. Do not reach out to the authorities. Don't reach out to any agencies. Do not contact the wildlife. They bite. We don't know if they've had their shots or not. And I can almost guarantee they probably have not. So, with that being said, if anybody has been calling, we do know that her PR team admitted to calling CPS. We do know that viewers in that channel were also outraged when they assumed that there was a tiff going on over $56,000 that was donated for a barn dominium build that never followed through with. Still not happening. Don't know. We know for a fact that there is a gentleman from the UK who put up receipts proving how much he paid and donated, and that the barn was never done. It's still sitting undone. Um, so there's that. We do know she did a Christmas party. She put it together, but the viewers donated all the gifts. They donated a fence. They paid for all the paneling, not the channel. The viewers did. She was just the in between person that accepted the monies and gift cards and even various gifts that were mailed directly to her from Amazon for the Preston family for what was known as the HG Christmas. Or I won't say, yeah, won't go into the name, but Jolly Christmas Party. So the viewers did all that. Uh, she, no. Unless she's got receipts proving what she paid out of pocket, she did not pay anything near what viewers have. There are viewers that have gone public to Tug and Megan, and I believe even to Rosalind, maybe, excuse me, and have talked and showed proof that they took out loans to help this family. They themselves were not in a financial situation to do this, and they took out loans. Harry says she can't say it was because she didn't have the permits, because she stated one time she was going to do it no matter what. Yeah, well, yeah, Harry. And nobody has gotten permits yet. Where are the permits? What's stopping them from getting the permits? I mean, Lisa says she's got the money. You know, she said she doesn't have the money, then she's got the money. She doesn't have the money, then she's got the money. Anyway, we'll go on with the story here. 17, Lloyd Campbell. This is who they moved off the property because she was trying to take his trailer too. She's got a thing about RVs. She tried taking Jamie Johnson's. She tried taking Lloyd's. I say if Ray's there with his, I wouldn't pull it on her property, Ray. Just saying. You might not leave with it. So, Miss Preston's property from March to August 2024, pursuant to an agreement for Miss Preston to purchase his RV for $7,000. There was no agreement. We seen the text. He would not agree to. He wouldn't even talk to her about selling anything. In fact, he did. He flat out told her he did not want her in the camper, and he allowed her grandson, his girlfriend, and the friend that went to stay with Preston, because she told him the home was almost done. When they got there, surprise, surprise, it was what we seen on videos. And they were living out of the shed. And while John was in lockup, she was living in John's camper because her and the child lived in the shed for over 2.5 years. And Lisa knew about it the whole time. Well, and still portraying that Jeremy was recording in the child's bedroom window, which there's no bedroom window to record in. There's an empty barn, but I don't even know if it had the windows at that point. It may have. I'm not sure. So we've got the monthly payments of 200. Oh, funny. None of these amounts. 500 per month rent coming off that price. If Campbell left, he would leave the RV and Miss Preston would pay the remaining balance with 200 monthly payments. Yeah, that wasn't agreed to, because we also heard the story that allegedly John Cook was telling everybody while he was in jail that he bought the camper for $1. Mm-hmm. Yeah, not. So Lloyd gathered up his stuff because he fell and had to have a surgery. He broke his hip or dislocated his hip, and they needed to surgically repair it. He had to leave the nursing home, the rehab facility, to go and get his property removed with the sheriff, where she absolutely flipped. So, while still recovering in rehab, Mr. Campbell was induced by Hales and Risk during a recorded phone call on What the Hales YouTube channel to claim to be in fear for his life. No, he wasn't induced. Jeremy asked him if he was. He said he was. Who's your daddy? Lynette has said CPS has been to her home 40 times. Oh, catch up, Hoosier. We're up to 42. And Standing in the Truth Facebook page, now court documents 30 times. Lynette says she doesn't lie, proving she's a liar. You're right. You're right. Okay. So we go on. We get the gist of it. Instead of leaving the RV with contract with Miss Preston, Campbell arranged for Hales to rescue the RV and possessions from Miss Preston on the property on Sunday, August 12th, blah, blah, blah. Miss Preston was at home with her property and her child. Deputy Sheriff Gregory had arrived unannounced. No, he was there prior and left because they had to go get Lloyd. So he wasn't unannounced. And she had made plans with the deputy sheriff to remove stuff. It was either him or what's the other deputy's name? McIntyre. So there were plans made in place for the stuff to be retrieved. So this debunked. Okay. Miss Preston and HG were terrified and intimidated by having 5 people and an armed sheriff deputy suddenly appear and disrupt their peace and privacy. Well, We know that Preston was totally ticked off. We know she was running around yelling and swearing and cussing, and even in front of the sheriff tried to lock her child in the RV because she claimed that they were trying to videotape her. Nobody was trying to videotape her, and the child wanted to come out and talk and interact with the people. She doesn't get to do that. Hi, Bill. Hi, Kelly Ranger. How are you? So we've got, with the assistance of defendant Gregory to ensure Miss President could not interfere with the invasion of her property, defendants Willis, Granger, West, and Woods proceeded to take anything they claimed belonged to Campbell with no opportunity for Miss Preston to discuss the RV or other items with Campbell, who was protected from even speaking with Miss Preston while the invasion ensued. No, she talked to him several times through text messages and phone calls while he was in the rehab facility for his hip. I say nursing home because when you hear rehab facility, you think an actual rehab, but it's for injuries, recovering from surgeries. You need help getting around. They teach you how to do physical therapy and manipulate and move your body where you're not hurting or injuring yourself. So we'll leave it that way. Hello, Johnny Veteran. How are you? So this goes on. Hills chose defendants Granger, Willis as his people to retrieve Mr. Campbell's RV. No, actually, the truth of the matter is Lloyd contacted the Grangers and told the Grangers what was happening and told them he needed to get his property off of her property, that he was in fear for his life. So what happened with that was Brett and Therese were on vacation in Alaska, and they left their trip early and started to head back home. And they called Jeremy to ask for help and what they should do because Lloyd was contacting them. Lloyd did not reach out to Jeremy. Jeremy did not reach out to Lloyd until Lloyd and the Grangers had spoken, and they said, look, we're on vacation. We're headed back. Here's Jeremy's number. He's going to help you till we get there. And once we get there, we'll figure things out. That's what really happened. That's what really went down. You can go back and watch the Grangers video or go ask the Grangers. They have a channel of their own, Madame Mara's Adventures. Yeah. And they could gladly tell you what's going on. I mean, they've got a judgment against her too. It was default for over 75,000 or over 55,000, I believe it is, and attorney's fees. So, hey, Johnny D, glad you made it too. Rogue Mama in the house. Miss Preston felt helpless and violated and was terrified that her daughter would somehow be harmed or affected by the events. No, sorry. The only thing affecting that child is hearing her mother constantly on the phone, constantly being yelled at while being recorded on police lines, while being spanked in the mouth, while being recorded on police lines, while being talked to in a way that no 4, 5, or even 6-year-old child should be talked to. We've heard it on recordings, her mouth, child's mouth, and the things she says. Yeah, pretty sick, pretty sick. That's just my opinion. Free speech. I could say that, Right, Lisa? Miss Preston felt helpless and violated. Okay, prior to the unannounced invasion of her property on April 12th, there were no prior attempted communication by Campbell, the Levy County Sheriff's Office, Hales, or any of the people. Well, Brucey, can't talk about Mr. Stark. He has passed. But Brucey, you lied. You lied. There was prior communication. Yeah. Someone's lying. We know she already lied. So I think you're continuing the lie and just spinning it into legal mumbo jumbo. I think Tori calls it the look over here while I deflect you over there. The old switch and smoke thing. Hey, Polly, how are you? No adult should be talked to like that. Never mind a child. Oh, you're right. You're absolutely right. Hey, Mary, how are you? Good afternoon. Okay, so we've got there was no basis for any of the defendants to reasonably believe it was necessary to have an armed deputy sheriff or any security to conduct a surprise invasion. It wasn't a surprise invasion, and it was necessary to have him there because, and she's saying she had no chance to go over anything. Anything they touched, they were like, Lloyd says that's his. Deputy went and asked her, as we seen on the camera, Miss Preston, he says this is his toolbox. Yeah, he's got the toolbox. He's got some shells. And she chucks it out the door. You know, being disabled and all, I've never seen a woman lift a toolbox the way she did and toss it. You know, she's got no spine. Her words, not mine. Freedom of speech, you know. I could say that. 31. Over the next several days, What the Hills and defendant Therese Granger YouTube channel Madame Mare's Adventures, as well as numerous other YouTube channels, propagated Hale's fake reality storyline to profit from it, broadcast the video footage procured during the invasion of Miss Preston's property. Again, she wasn't invaded. She knew she was there. The deputy had to be there to make sure that peace remained between them. So nobody would get into a fight. There wouldn't be no he said, she said. She couldn't say they did something illegal. They couldn't say she did, you know, Miss Preston did anything illegal. It was to protect all parties involved, not just one side or the other. T42 says the worst part was giving Lloyd back the necklace that he bought for HG. That's right. That's right. The cross. Yeah. That she was going to just chuck and throw and then kind of somewhat tossed it to Deanna. Yeah. Gave him back that cross. Isn't that sad? She took it off the child's neck and hurt her own child by taking that gift back, because a child doesn't realize what you're doing. They just know you're taking something that was given to them. They have no understanding other than it's been taken away. Polly says, on a side note, I'm surprised nobody has knocked the, let's see, the peas out of the gutter snipe. In my opinion, it's long overdue. I'm not an advocate for violence, but dang. Yeah, no violence. Definitely no violence. Okay, so the story on all channels broadcasting the property invasion footage was that HG was in danger and evident by cluttered property condition based off other false statements. Oh no, that property was cluttered. It is cluttered. It's currently cluttered. It was cluttered before she moved on it. It was, in fact, a garbage dump. It was used for dumping garbage. It was not a legal garbage dump. It was just the area dump. She herself, I showed you guys reports where they were reporting people were trying to, you know, rug addicts were trying to live on their property before they even moved onto the property. Yeah, we've seen all that. We got Hales fabricated the story of supposed emergency removal proceedings, court action being pursued by the biological family to remove HG from her mother, causing thousands of his fans to call for Miss Preston's loss of her child and placement with people who had no legal standing and whom HG has never known. Wrong. We heard Miss Preston herself, as well as the bio family, have admitted there was interaction with the family. She was seeing her siblings. She was seeing the aunts. So there's that. She got the grandmother off because that's what she does. When the adoption happened, by her own admission, it was supposed to be an open adoption. And as fast as she got the child, she began, even before any paperwork may have dried or been, who knows, whatever happened with it, she was already bad mouthing them, just like she was already bad mouthing the bio mother, who wrote on the paper that she didn't agree, or however the wording was, that she was under duress. That's what we were told. So, I mean, if Preston wants to prove that it's not there, I mean, show the records. Got nothing to hide, show the adoption records. I mean, it's no secret. People know who the family is. The reason why you keep records sealed is you don't want the family's name getting out or there's privacy there, but it was an open adoption. So if it's all lies and you have the proof, I mean, just go ahead and show the record. Just my opinion. I could do that. So, following the broadcast of the video footage of Miss Preston's property, what the hell's Madam Mayor's adventure? CPS visited Miss Preston. That's because Deputy Gregory called and filed a report how she tried to lock the child in the camper in front of him. And he said, "No, Miss Preston, you can't do that. You can't. I don't want her coming out." Yeah, I guess we're supposed to ignore that, right? A deputy made that report. A deputy. Miss Preston received visits. Oh, guys, we know this, right? To go over this, it's all what was filed for her and the child. They said last night there is none, no lawsuit in the child's name. Guess what? This lawsuit here that I'm showing you is it's in default, which means this child has a default judgment against her and owes money in her name to these people because she's named as a defendant. Yeah, that's what mommy did. That's what mommy did. And we will move on to the next one. Okay, so we took a brief look at the complaint. Now let's go to, there were some amended complaints. We'll go back here and I will share the window again. So you could just see the various, these are all the motions filed. Summons, standing order, summons, civil affidavit application for indigent status approved. Summons issued for Rex Woods, Reese Granger, Brett Granger, Travis, Deanna, Deputy Sheriff. And then, of course, we've got the amended complaint filed by Bruce. And then we have complaint amended. Okay, civil affidavit application for okay, again, assessed, third assessed at some. Okay, and then we got summons amended because they had to reserve all the people again. Then we go into another amended complaint that they filed and more summonses, because if the paperwork's not right or something's wrong, they've got to refile it. So that means everybody's got to get reserved again. So that's all this jargon going on. Then it says defendant attorney Randall Shockett assigned to Brett Granger. Okay. Notice of appearance for Brett. Motion for extension of time. Motion to disqualify Circuit Court Judge Craig DeThomasis by the Grangers. That's right. Because he couldn't hear anything related to Hales. So he had to be recused from the case. And of course, it was granted. It was reassigned to Judge Davis. Notice of unavailability. That was Randy Shockett. Motion for continuance. Here we go. I believe this would be. Oh, yeah. Here we go. We will share this one now. This is getting easier for me here. I'm figuring this all out. Okay. So we have here on 1/24/25, we have a motion for continuance. Now comes the defendants, Michelle Preston and H.G. Preston, by and through their undersigned counsel, files for a motion for continuance and support, therefore, as follows. The undersigned attorney represents defendants in the above captioned matter. The undersigned attorney has recently developed significant health problems that impair their ability to effectively represent the defendants at the currently scheduled hearing on Wednesday at 2 p.m., February 5, 2025. Due to the attorney's health problems such as his diabetes, congestive heart failure, cardiac surgery, middle of upcoming month, the undersigned attorney has serious health problems with cardiac surgery will aid in this. He is waiting on the eye doctor to schedule his surgery. The surgery is important because he needs to be able to see to read adequately. This is for the not for the purposes of delay. The undersigned attorney is available to reschedule. Wherefore they pray, blah, blah, blah. So we have that continuance, okay? Then we go on, and we do know Randy Shockett was sick. Could you imagine the pressure that he was getting when you hear about the yelling that Bubbles has done with Sarah, that Preston has admitted she had been yelled to and talked down to like a dog? We hear about the contention all the time that happens with him and these people fighting and arguing. So imagine what an attorney who has no idea what's going on in this case that he's assigned his name to give Bubbles the right to file all these motions and not confer with him. He had no idea. In his deposition, he had no idea what was being talked about. He was the only one deposed. So we'll go on and we'll show a few more from here. And from there, I think you could see where I'm headed with this. Okay. So then we've got return mail coming back, motion for continuance amended, granting plaintiffs motion for continuance. So that was for Mr. Stark. And then we learned that Mr. Stark was in another county at a hearing during the time that he was claiming he was going to have surgery and stuff. So don't know about that, but we do know that he and his wife were posting pictures and talking about, I believe it was also their anniversary that they went away for. Hey, Ree, the Stark health problems might have been the only truth said from Elemental Peace Camp. Exactly. Exactly. Oh, then we have this goodie right here on 3/21/25, voluntary dismissal. Okay. We're just going to go ahead and take a peek at the voluntary dismissal real quick, because from there, we will then move into some other stuff that I find quite interesting. Okay. So we have it there. Voluntary dismissal. Now comes the plaintiff by and through the undersigned attorney who files this notice, her notice of voluntary dismissal of this action without prejudice to all defendants pursuant to Florida law 1.420 Section A, Section 1. I certify that a true and correct copy of the foregoing has been furnished to Randall Shockett, and it gives his email, and it's exactly what it says. It is a dismissal of the case. But the case goes on. Okay. This is where they really don't want people to admit, because they don't want to talk about it. They say these cases don't exist, didn't happen, she's not in default. So we still see motion to tax costs. This right here, this to tax cost, that's filed by Randy on March 23rd to ask for attorney's fees, sanctions. That's what that means. Okay. Then we had the judge. There's an order denying to withdraw order and allowing Zoom appearance for Bruce Matskin. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. We had an attorney who was trying to withdraw from the case. Yes, sure was. And that attorney who was trying to withdraw from the case, I believe, was Mr. Stark, or was it Bruce? The plaintiff's motion for withdrawal from the case held by Zoom. Oh, that is for Bruce. It says order that the motion to withdraw is denied. Counsel for the plaintiff may appear by Zoom hearing. So just so I don't get called a liar on this. I want to show. I don't want anybody saying, I'm lying. This document don't exist. There it is. The order that the motion to withdraw is denied. Counsel for the plaintiff may appear by Zoom for the hearing scheduled above on Wednesday, June 18th. This is for both attorneys, not just one, but both. Yeah. So now we go on. Let's look further at these documents, shall we? Because, none of this stuff ever happens. Okay, so now we have a order setting status for conference on 9/10/25 at 9 a.m. Judge Grobe is assigned to the case. We've got mail coming back. Order of reassignment from Judge Davis to Judge Grobe, making it official that Judge Grobe was on this case. Correspondence from Michelle Preston. This letter right here, correspondence, that's her notifying the court that, guess what? She's filed for bankruptcy. That's what that is. Yep. I'm going to show you. Sure is. She just wanted to stall. That's my opinion. I mean, I'm entitled to my opinion, right? So, yep. The reason for this letter to the courts, I have filed bankruptcy, Chapter 7 in the federal court. These defendants are all included in that bankruptcy to the best of my knowledge. I also believe that this hearing is a safety risk for me and my child and John Cook, as Mr. Hales did a video yesterday. In that video, he said that they were going to try and catch me violating his Ohio protection order by getting too close to him, driving too close to him, whatever he can set up. These things he has done in the past to try and get me found guilty in Ohio for violating his protection order. I have never violated. I am afraid to come to the hearing. I am afraid to leave my daughter in the car with my ex-husband, John Cook, for fear that Hales and his fans will only call the police to try and cause problems or video my daughter and make this a circus. I'm afraid for my daughter and safety, and right now with my daughter's medical situation and situation mentally, I cannot have her far from me. I am the only one who can care for my daughter's medical needs if there is an emergency. I was under the impression that Mr. Stark, my previous attorney, had dismissed them. This is a shock to find out that they were not dismissed. Therefore, Your Honor, I cannot give you the status of these cases because I have no idea. The only thing I know right now is that I filed bankruptcy and there should be an automatic federal stay. And in some, if not all of the people involved in this case are in my bankruptcy. That's all I know since my attorney passed away, leaving me to now have my own, to be my own attorney. I'm going to also have to have time to figure this out. Sincerely, Michelle Preston. Isn't that interesting, people? Very interesting. 234 of you here. I hope you're hitting the like button. Otherwise, I'm going to come down and I'm going to start taking some thumbs and I'm not going to share any more documents. I'll just stop sharing. Keep it all to myself. Be selfish. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. So, then what we have, since we're getting right to the end of this Levy County juicy docket, as it goes on after her letter, there's the correspondence. So then on 9/8/25, designation of party information, she had approved her license, return mail. And then on 9/21/25, notice of hearing on 10/22/25. Then on 10/20, order rescheduling hearing on motion to tax costs. Remember down here, there was already an approved hearing and it got postponed. Well, it got restarted again because her bankruptcy was not accepted. So we have 9/21, order rescheduling hearing on motion to tax costs. Notice of unavailability for defendant's counsel. Let's take a peek at that one. What's this one got to say? Should be interesting. I think this is getting real interesting because, I always heard it was fun to debunk things. So This is new for me, touching on court documents to debunk in my own channel. In the court of the 8th Judicial Circuit and in the for Levy County, Florida, case number 2024 CA000171, Civil Division, Michelle Preston, HG Preston, through her mother, Michelle Preston, plaintiff, versus Therese Granger, Brett Granger, Deanna West, Rex Woods, Travis Willis, and Deputy Sheriff Gregory. Notice is hereby given that the undersigned counsel, Randall M. Shockett and Doreen Ingalls, shall be absent from the jurisdiction. Okay, this is during the Christmas break and Christmas holidays, where they either had plans for the holidays, other court cases, whatever the case may be, and this was granted. So we have that one. Then we go to, let's see. Let's see. Order granting motion to strike unauthorized communications and sanctions. Ooh, that might be a good one to read. Unauthorized communications. I wonder who would be doing that. Let's take a peek-see. Who do you guys think it is? Any guesses? Any guesses? Hello, Lisa Bratz. Hello, Cynthia Bronem. Linda Harvey. Oh, why would Laura get her bankruptcy dismissed, but LMNOP is locked into hers? Is Laura Owen's bankruptcy dismissed? I haven't heard about that. That would be interesting. Okay, Sharon guesses deuce. Ding. You're right. Look at here. This cause came before the court on December 17, 2025, upon defendant Jeremy Hale's motion to strike unauthorized communications and for sanctions for unauthorized practice of law, and the court hearing argument of counsel and being fully advised in the premises, it is hereby ordered and adjudged as follows. Defendant motion is granted, meaning you owe court cost, attorney's fees, and any other fines that the court may assess after your bankruptcy, Lynette. That means your child is also responsible for those fees. She now has debt in her name because of you. Right here, black and white, right here, right here. And you see what case they've got here. Jeremy Hales, Martha Brisk, Larry Foreman, and we've got Terrence Greaves, DJ Radis. Okay. The court further finds that Bruce Metzgen has engaged in communications with the court and the parties in this case, including emails dated October 6th, October 7th, and October 9th of 2025, which constitutes the unauthorized practice of law, a third-degree felony per Florida statute 454.23, referable for prosecution to the Florida Supreme Court. Number 4, all communication, including emails, any legal documents sent or prepared by Bruce Metzgen in this case are hereby stricken from the record. Bruce Metzgen is hereby admonished for engaging in the unauthorized practice of law in Florida without proper admission to the Florida Bar or pro hoc vice admission in this case. Bruce Metzgen is hereby enjoined from further communication with the court until properly admitted pro hoc vice pursuant to Rule 1.200 of the Florida Rules of General Practice and Judicial Administration or associated with Florida counsel who actively participates in this matter. Plaintiff Michelle Preston is hereby ordered to identify to the court and all parties the name of anyone not licensed to practice law in Florida and has not been admitted pro hoc vice in this court, who gives legal advice to her in matters before this court. That means the circuit court with the cases filed in Levy County, not federal. They're talking about this court right here. Any of those cases, she is ordered to give them the information, which we heard her testify to. We heard her admit, well, we didn't hear it. We read the comments of her in the other channel admitting what was said under oath and not under oath with the bankruptcy, where she admitted all this. Yeah, she admitted Bruce was her former lawyer. Her former lawyer, not John. John never had an attorney for any case in Florida. In fact, he didn't have an attorney until the Ohio case. I don't believe, I think Sean Martin may have been representing him in Ohio, and that's it. Bruce Matskin has never been his attorney. Hello, Chucky. Chucky, the rainbow wants you to come home. Plaintiff motion, Michelle Preston. Okay, we read that. Paperwork on behalf, which is then submitted to this court in the future. The court reserves jurisdiction to enforce these terms of this order, done and so ordered in the chambers at Levy County, Florida, on this 18th day of December 2025. Signed, Judge Grobe. So, we have just looked at just one case that involves the child that last night they said doesn't exist, never happened. We're liars. Well, people, you just witnessed the docket. You seen how I went in and did it. You yourself, I invite to go look at the court documents, pull them up, read them. Oh, ketchup. What you requested ketchup? I just seen it, honey. Ketchup, ketchup, ketchup. Where are you, ketchup? Oh, let's see, let's see. I think I know what ketchup wants. Do 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 do. Ah, Jerry Schneider. That's right. Debunked. Debunked. Oh, let's see. Let's see. Ketchup, did you want to come join me? Is that what you was talking about, Ketchup? Did you want to come join me? Cynthia says, Venom, I think she wants you to talk like Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Hey, good day, mates. How are ya? The weather's been beautiful here, even though we're headed into, our winter. You can't understand me. Oh, I'm sorry, Chup Chup. I really am. You know I prefer using my voice mod. Yeah, sorry. But for all you listening out there, Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Gotta put the voice mod back on. You brat ketchup. I love you. Ulrich. So, let's have some more fun, shall we? Let's see. Just for the, shites and giggles of it all, I think Venom needs a helium tank. I don't think so, Chucky. I think I could do pretty good without helium. I could do this all by myself. Hey, buffed old man. Ozzy, Ozzy. Oh, let's go back to Levy County. Let's go back. And we'll go backwards on the docket. We're going to go back again. And we're going to unselect this one. And we're going to come down here. Now, none of these other Prestons, I don't believe, are related. But then we have Preston, Lynette, Michelle, Lacey. This case would be, see, after you select a check mark here, you go here to view selection. And these are free documents, absolutely free. You can get every single one of them. They are free. You don't need Pacer. They are free. And I am a real person. I live, I breathe, I eat, I drink. I'm real. I'm not like Pinocchio. No, not Levy County. Jerry don't want to go to Levy County. We're not going to actually go there, Jerry. We're just going to look at the record. Let's see. So this is just Preston and Bruce, where Jeremy is going after them. Um, Nothing's happened on this since December 4th, 2025. It's at a stalemate because of the bankruptcy. So that's where this one sits. And then, although, have you guys seen the emails that Bruce sent to court? Love venomous when co-host with Shizzy. Oh, we love you too, Sharon. It's been fun going on with Shizzy. I love going on with Rosalind. She's a lot of fun. I've had so much fun with Shizzy this past week. I never laughed so much in my life. Kitty Pants. You know what, guys? Hang on one second. I'm getting. Oh, hey, Stacy Nat. How are you? How are you? IN, again, I'm so sorry that you and Flutter and Jared and Kyle and Oregon Grandma and Don B were attacked last night. I think that is sick that you guys, she has said the most obnoxious things and outrageous things last night. I suggest you get a hold of the transcript, all of you, and review them. She didn't say anything bad about Kyle. She was trying to make it sound like Megan and Tug had Kyle on a phone or something and interviewing him, which that wasn't happening when I left the chat. I think he was in chat typing. I know he was a night or two ago. So is Stacy Nat Venom or D Spills again? No, Chucky, I'm Miyagi, okay? Miyagi. Get it right. Ketchup is squid. D Spills is D Spills. Mr. Coop is Mr. Coop. Get it right. I don't like anybody being attacked. No one. And these were people that were close to her. These were people that modded for her. That Stacy, was it you or Flutter that also helped out with Robbie? Like you guys did a lot. Whether it's you, Flutter, I- even the viewers themselves that have donated money for all her causes that she's asked for money to be donated for. You guys did a lot. If there's something that you guys didn't get along, I don't even like the fact that she doxed your name and knew she was doxing your name with the message that she showed in her chat. Otter Creakin, former Otter Creakin. Well, hello, Otter Creakin. Welcome. Dana says she said it wasn't really Kyle because Goob was on the phone with him. Oh, okay. So because uh, Gaby is on the phone talking to Kyle, he can't type in a chat. That's obnoxious because they're trying to say that Megan, they're claiming to the chat that Megan was viewing or interviewing him live. That isn't what was happening. Megan was talking at, not to, not with, she was talking at a screen name. She was talking to him through the microphone. Okay. Let's see. What do we got here? Yeah, it was the complaint. And then let's see, we'll back it up again. We're gonna back it up, back it up, back it up. We'll go to the next one. Let's view. And this case is Jeremy George, Preston. Okay, this is the thumbnail case. Yep, that was thumbnail case. So let's see what we got in the thumbnail case. Oh, what's that? What's that? 32426 is the order again granting defendant's motion for sanctions pursuant to section 57.105 FS Florida statute. We'll look at that one. Because, They said this stuff don't exist. It's all lies. It didn't happen. We're making it up. Okay. I know this has been shown. I definitely know this one's been shown. Jeremy Hills, Martha Riss, Larry Foreman, and DJ Braddis from Michelle Plaintiff. This case coming before the court on December 17, 2025. That's the one we read in the other case filing. Where they were trying to, shock at one to get off the case because he was representing both Trespass 5 and Thumbnail. Hello, Tawanda. Well, she unmodded Tammy J. She hurts all that helped her. Oh yeah, I forgot Tammy J too. They weren't mean to Tammy J last night. I will say that. I seen the transcripts. They were not mean to her. They talked to her. I think I seen maybe 3 comments from Tammy J where she said she chose herself and said goony goo tootly too or something like that. Left. I mean, after you've been treated the way that I've heard they were treated by several accounts from people that have left that channel, after I've watched and read screenshots and transcripts where she's arguing with Oregon Grandma and Don B because they're asking questions and stating facts and not facts, and Don B calling out Preston for lying and accusing people of things and not helping them, and then coming back into the chat like everything's, wine and roses. I know she didn't like that. Stacy Nat says Tammy is still a mod in Robbie, so maybe she will be back at 2Ls. Who knows? Yeah, I mean, and if she goes back, that's her prerogative. She has every right to. Exactly. Goonie Goo Goo. Yeah, that's what was said. Screenshot this. They were all too good for her to begin with. Okay, so we see this. This is the same motion that we just read. It says that, the judgment plaintiff voluntarily dismissed her complaint. Plaintiff was properly noticed for the hearing on December 17th, but did not appear. See, she refused to go. Refused to go. This was talked about. I don't know if you were still in the chat then, Stacy, in the fleas, but they talked about this and they said they told Michelle. The flea even said if her attorney told her she don't have to go, she don't have to go. They talked about it. So we'll read a little bit of this because they said this didn't happen. On August 16th, plaintiff filed a complaint for injunction and damages under Florida statute. On August 27, 2024, defendant served a 21-day safe harbor letter and unfiled motion for sanctions pursuant to Section 57105 Florida statute. Upon plaintiff's counsel, the motion asserted that the plaintiff's complaint asserted no basis in fact or law to proceed under Section 540.08 of the Florida statute. Plaintiff did not respond the defendant's motion for sanctions, nor did she withdraw her complaint within the 21-day safe harbor. So when she filed her complaint to sue them, she never withdrew it within the 21 days. And then when she was ordered to appear before the court and to file motions and to answer motions, she refused to go. They didn't do it. Plaintiff further failed to respond to all defendants' discovery requests for all evidence in support of plaintiff's complaint, as well as a subsequent motion to compel for discovery. They kept asking, we need your proof. Where is your proof that this stuff that you're claiming happened? Where is the proof that people invaded your property, that you felt threatened, that there was an agreement to sell the camper? Where's your proof that your child was damaged? Where is proof of damages? Where is all this proof of the harassment, of the threats, of CPS? Where are all the documents? Where? Anything? Nothing. Nothing was turned over. Nothing was turned over in Fed 1 either. When Fed 1 starts back up, no evidence. She missed her discovery on that too. Hello, Suwani. How are you? Let's see. Wolfgang, Ricky, you have the right to your opinions. Let's keep it cordial. What's going on? What is going on? If a group asks you to drive a car and stop at a bank, they need to make a withdrawal. When they get caught robbing it, what happens to the driver? Just as guilty, can't wiggle out of it. All right, Wolfgang, we're going to be nice to our guest in here. Yes, we will. Anybody who can't behave will receive a light timeout. And that's just how it is. I don't want anybody arguing or fighting in here. I want everybody to be able to discuss everything nicely, calmly, no arguing. It could be said. You could exchange whatever you feel back and forth, but you're going to respect people in here. All people. Robert Tower, I always miss you. You're still it. I mean, we understand, Wolfgang. You're upset about all that's gone on, but that's not Stacy's fault. You cannot take it out on her. I mean, we are all Clark Stark. That's right, Bunsen. We are Clark Stark. That's right, French. I will bite your head off. Kimonos girl. You're it. You are it. I tagged you. Yes, I did. I tagged you fairly in Jay's channel the other day. Kimonos girl. On the other hand, it seemed that the Florida courts don't care to seem about facts. Well, almost boomercraft. But my inner personalities fight with me all the time. Which which one will you time out? Well, it depends which personality acts up. Now, nobody's getting timed out. I'm just giving a warning out there. We're going to play nice in here and we're going to be respectful to each other. If you can't be respectful and exchange a debate that's friendly without attack, then you know, don't say anything at all. What's the saying? If you can't say something nice, don't say nothing at all. That's what we're going to go by here. Plaintiff further failed to respond to the defendant's discovery for evidence in the complaint, as well as subsequent motion to compel for discovery after the 21-day safe harbor period had run out sequentially. In the eve of the hearing scheduled on the defendant's motions for summary judgment, plaintiff voluntarily dismissed her complaint after the 21 days. Plaintiff was properly noticed for the hearing set for December 17, 2025, but did not appear. Defendant's counsel indicated he received an email from plaintiff the day before this hearing that she did not intend to appear. On a prior occasion involving a hearing that had been properly set notice, plaintiff informed the court on the eve of the hearing that she did not intend to appear. That was for thumbnail. That was for the case with her and her child. That was for trespass 5. All 3 of these are in default. The court proceeded with the hearing on December 17th as the plaintiff provided neither good cause nor any reason whatsoever for her absence. Because of the automatic stay resulting from the plaintiff's bankruptcy filing during the proceedings and after review of defendant's memorandum of law regarding the court's authority to proceed on an issue of sanctions notwithstanding the stay in bankruptcy, as well as the court's independent research, the court proceeded with the sanctions hearing on the issue of entitlement only, meaning the judge agreed, you are entitled to this, you are going to get it, I just cannot order it until the bankruptcy is disposed, until it's done, period. Does it list attorney for HG? Yeah, that would have been Bruce and Stark. Those were the attorneys defending HG and Michelle. She signed as the parent. I'm Real Mean 69. Hello, I'm Real Mean. And if you're lurking, please check in 225. I hope you're hitting the like button, even if you don't like. I like a down thumb too. They all work. Okay. Anyone can be used. Oh, that's true. All right, so we've got At the hearing, the court admitted into evidence the documents pertinent to the defendant's sanction motion, took judicial notice of the case law provided by the defendants, and heard the testimony of the defendant's attorney, Randall Shockett. The court finds that the defendants have clear entitlement to attorney's fees pursuant to Florida statute section 57.105 1A and 1B as plaintiffs, and her then counsel, Scott Stark, knew or should have known that there were no legal or factual basis for plaintiff's complaint based on existing law applied to the facts in the plaintiff's case. The language section of 57105 Florida statute is mandatory when it comes to awarding attorney's fees as a sanction for the filing of a frivolous and baseless action. 13, the court finds the appropriate and to assess defendant's attorney's fees against plaintiff Michelle Preston and her then attorney Scott Stark, which means his estate, since he passed away, his wife, his widow, is responsible for any fees that become ordered. That's right, Chucky, get him. Get him, Chucky, get him. Let's see, that Stark in equal shares for the filing of a frivolous complaint that they knew or should have known had no legal or actual factual basis on which to proceed. Conclusion of law. Defendants are entitled to their reasonable attorney's fees pursuant to Florida statute section 57105 1A and B to be assessed against the plaintiff and her then counsel Scott Stark in equal shares, 50-50. Once the plaintiff's stay in bankruptcy is lifted, defendants shall schedule a hearing before this court to establish the amount of reasonable attorney's fees to which defendants are entitled pursuant to section 57105 Florida statute. The court reserves jurisdiction over this matter to establish the amount of defendants' attorney's fees and enforcement thereof. Done and so ordered on this 19th day of December 2025. And there is the certification. Okay. So, what have we learned? Have we learned anything today? Class. Class. Hey, Paramount, how are you? How are you? How are you? Oh, that's right, Chucky. You tell them. You tell them, Chucky. Go get them. So how's everybody doing? Oh, let's see. Crusty old witch says, "Oh, I think she'll show up, Robert." Oh, where is she gonna show up? Are we talking about Preston? Where's she going? Cynthia says, "Oh Lord, I miss Cynthia." There's Cynthia's. We'll say the child has to be brought to the doctor or crook is septic again. Oh yeah, because they only got 10 days. Absolutely, I believe that's what's going to come next. Is the the walrus hunter's here. Oh no, we've got a walrus hunter. Godspeed, walrus hunter. Oh, yeah, LP is a liar. What happened to that Venom chick tagline, Venom? I am that Venom chick. I'm Miyagi. I'm everybody. I'm you, Chucky. Maybe I'll sign on tonight as that Chucky. That Chucky's Chucky guy. Buck naked. What have you to say? We have learned that ignorance is dangerous, becomes more so when it is practiced by groups. Yeah. But yet we're allegedly the ones that they're claiming are threatening them, that are dangerous. We're stalking them, we're harassing them. I don't see how. We sit in chats and we discuss things like human. That OP is the biggest liar. Her biggest problem is she can't remember her lies. Yeah, that's all she does. Oh, what? What? What do you mean you've got air stuck in your ghoulie? French. My God. It's bad. Excuse me 1 second. Sorry about that. I swallowed wrong after I read French's comment. Beth says, to be honest, I just like being fun employed. Yes. Yeah. According to them, we're all on Jeremy's payroll. All of us. But Jay gets paid more than others. And Mr. Lansville says, that sounds naughty. It does. It sounds terrible. Shirley says, Robert, I agree with you 100%. Something will come up. It always does. HD will get sick or something. Yeah, of course. Just Chucky's him. This is how you make me wear likes. Jeremy did pay. Well, I got 50, Roberts. I mean, you're up on me. You and Faves, man. I only got paid $50. I still haven't been told if there's a 401k, if we get vacation time, how sick pay works. None of that. I've been left in the dark. I'm just, waiting day to day. Jeremy, calling Jeremy. Where are you? Oh, she's already having medical problems. It's already getting worse. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. She's got to get that story rolling now. It's the MEP. So I'm not sure how LP will show up for her upcoming depot. Yeah, that's going to be fun. Cynthia, yeah, he did. He won 100. Dangerous Waves says, hello, Buck Naked. And then let's see, what else? What else can we dabble in? Well, went through all the court hearings that were in Levy County. Everything else is stayed. Let's see, what else we got? Oh, I am getting messages here. Wow. I'm getting stuff on. People want to show me stuff. They want to show me things. Shall we see what's being sent? Hang on one second. Let's see if this is something I could show now. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. I will play a song for you guys. How about that? Get some musical entertainment going.
Tick, tick, yeah. Tick, tick. You hear that? That ain't a beat. That's a countdown. Little flea named Fleecer jumping couch to couch. Talk big trash, but she's scratching in the pouch. Got greasy fingers, smelling like the fryer. Chicken skin dreams, but the buzz getting drier. Hop, hop, talking like she run the whole room, but she living in a Ziploc, waiting on the boom. Ashtray, halo, bong water crown. Thinks she fly, but she barely off the ground. Tick-tock, Fleecer, hear the sound. Clock don't lie when it counts you down. Laugh now, jump high, flap real fast. Everybody knows fleas don't last. Tick, 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 boom, bang. Hear the clock go doom, doom, doom. Chicken skins bong, same old tune. Jumping around like you got room. T-da-T boom, fleece up boom. Second hand saying not too soon. All that talk in a smoky room. Clock go quiet, where'd you zoom? T-da-T boom, fleece up boom. Crunch, crunch, munching on the leftovers. Claiming queen, but you sleep on sofas. Every story got a little more spin. Every puff got you thinking you win. Buzz so loud, but the brain so slow. High on crumbs, call it status glow. You chase that skin like it's solid gold, but the grease wear thin when the clock get cold. Tick-tock, Fleecer, hear it click. Second hand petty, minute hand slick. You vibing now, but the lights go dim. Countdown, don't miss. It remember everything. Tick, 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 boom, bang. Everybody hear the room go quiet. Same old tricks, same old riot. Jump so fast, but you can't outrun. Tick, boom, and the joke's done. Clock face smiling while you freeze. Chicken skins, bongs, fantasies. Smoke clear, truth resumers. Tick, boom, fleece a boom. Tick, tick, you hear it? Tick, tick, real close now. Tick, tick. That ain't venomous laughing. That's time. Tick, 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 tick. No jump left, no room to flee. Clock hit 0. Bye bye, fleece a flea.
Okay, guys. Oh, I got something to show you. You're gonna like it. We're gonna do some more bunking. We're gonna do some debunking. Hope you guys are sitting still for this one. It's about to get juicy.
Hit like and subscribe.
Thank you, Audio Coffee. Okay. We got something. It's loading up. We're gonna view it. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. You're gonna like this. Uh-oh. What's this? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Guess what, Jungle? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Burglary, dwelling of a structure, unarmed. Oh, salt battery charging officers. Uh-oh. Oh, I'm going to have to straighten these out. Oh, boy. Can you guess whose record I just got? Hey, Gumball. Because, they claim she didn't really do any crime. She was taking the blame for somebody. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. I now, we have possession of the arrest record. The Sumter County Sheriff's, or actually, these are the court records. Dang. Court records. I almost fell down. I didn't completely fall down. Yeah, I forgot to unmute the mic. I did momentarily. I fell down. I fell a little. I only fell a little. Just a little bit. Little bit. Not a lot. Just a little. Can you guys hear me now? Hello? Squat Pump probably got her nickname. Check. 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me? Hello? Okay. Finally seen somebody say yes. I was like, am I talking to myself? Am I all alone with 213 of you? Okay, so we got, here. Sumter. This case is closed. Let's see, what does the other one say? So this case right here is golf carts in proper operation on the roadways. Okay, so that's the one that's closed. The other one underneath it, petty theft, property value more than 100 but less than 750. That one's closed. Okay, let's see what the other one says. Oh, these are juicy. Because, these don't exist according to them. We're lying. Resisting law enforcement, officer with violence, transferred to another court. Hmm. Imagine that. Yeah, we're liars though. We never show the truth about anything. We just make stuff up as we go. Yep, that's us. We're just country bumpkin liars. We don't know what we're talking about. Mm-hmm. Yep, 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 yep. what are the the little, are those the Muppets or the puppets on Sesame Street? Yep, 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 yep. Rick Friend. It's freaking free blue tablet. That's right. It's a freaking blue tablet. It's a free blue tablet. Well, guys, um, I don't know who's on next. Does anybody have any clue who's on yet? Hmm, 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 hmm. It says the blur. Yeah, it was. It all happened in 2025. Yep, yep. And last night they said that she didn't do it. She was just taking the blame for the guy across the street. Hey, Simba, how are you? Yeah, they don't realize the more they deny, the deeper they go. Exactly. Exactly. Instead of saying she didn't do it. hmm Now Venom goes into her swing blade voice. I am thinking, yeah, you're right, Chucky. I am multiple personalities. I can go from, yeah, got me some french fries, sling blade, yeah, yeah, mm-hmm. The Sling Blade was a good movie. Oh, Squid is on. Okay. Rick Friend, you may have just hit the answer in why the antis are like they are. They are operating from a free blue tablet or a leapfrog. I like that. Oh, I'm sorry, Kevin, but we were in our pool yesterday. Oh, somebody's swimming and didn't invite us. Biscuits and now we've got people eating and not bringing in. I hope you brought enough for everybody. Paramount fried taters. Uh, there are 196 of us here. We want to know where our lunch is, and I hope you guys were hitting the thumbs. Mm-hmm. You better have Harry. Mm-hmm. Paramount. Mm-hmm. Inspector. Buffed. I'm watching. Watching y'all. Simba. Yep. Yep. I'm watching. I see you all. Mr. Landfill. Just a misunderstanding. Yeah, it's just a misunderstanding. It was simple, just kind of took and borrowed somebody's golf cart after I kind of sort of let myself in without permission. I didn't have a key or anything, but I didn't think they'd mind that. I cut the screen. All right, guys. I can't redirect because guess what? They say I'm monetized. Guess what? You guys already know. What do I say all the time? I'm not monetized. I can be monetized if I choose to turn it on. I choose not to. Because whenever they claim that I'm making money off of this case and it's all for profit to perpetuate this story, no, none of us are. They're the ones making a profit. That's my opinion. I could say so. Freedom of speech. You know how that goes, Lisa. Mr. Coop says maybe that's what happened when we were made mods. Freaking the was it the bidet tablet? The blibbit tablet? It was the blibbit tablet. All right, guys. I heard Squid's on, so go give Squid a shout out. Tell her I said hey, hey. Also, don't forget, today is Friday. Check out What You Doing, Willis, Tubetown. We've got People Watch Friday with JJ Bina and Chup Chup. And then we have Shizzy Wisnuts pre FNL with Mo in the Deep End, followed by The Expert. We also got Tug On. So there are your choices for the night. Stacy, do you have anything going on Friday night? Do you have any streams? Stacy Nat has some game channels. I went and played Words on Stream with her and all her fun staff there, or staff friends that were in there. Very nice. Even some people that are currently going into the other channel, they obviously know my name, were very nice and respectful to me. Easy to get along with. Don't understand where this contention comes from the flea, because they're always saying we're attacking people and saying things and we're just the meanest people on earth. I don't know. I don't agree with it, but it is what it is. Turdo, I know. Twanda says, didn't she know she would get caught? Lisa's a huge influence on her. Yeah, I mean, these are the people she chose to follow. Oh, here I go, follow. We're following. We're doing the Elmer Fudd thing. We're following. From Psycho. Sometimes bleep happens. Oh my God, guys. There's a new movie out. The Sheep Detectives. Yep. I'm in love with it. I've been waiting for it. Stacy says nothing tonight. We'll see how the week goes, but for sure Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Yeah, Stacy does game streams. She does. I've seen a bingo stream. She does Word with Friends. So tonight, though, be sure to check out the channels. Go check out Willis. Go check out Tug. Go check out Shizzy and Mo. Check out The Expert. I heard he's got some cool stuff going on there too. Chucky says, is Flea a mom? And if not, why is her PayPal or whatever a mama? Yeah. She could have a fur baby. I don't know. I don't know much about her. Maybe it's her mom's account. I don't know. Turtle Hurdles, how are you? Oh, Flea is not a mom, no. Oh, Flea. Duh. Duh. I'm like spacing out here. Space cadet. Hello. Oh, it's one of these Fridays. I can tell you that. All right, guys. I hope you have a great Friday. Have a great weekend. And as I like to say here, and Chucky, if you're interested, you ever want to come on with me? You, audio. Yep. Me, you, talk, buzz. Yep. I have some ideas. French, how's my snail mail going? So as I was gonna say, it's Friday. It's the weekend. Be good. And if you can't be good at it. You guys have fun. Be safe. Don't get in trouble.
Yeah. They said I'm venomous, baby, you feel that heat? One wrong move is game over, taste that defeat. Creeping in the shadows, I'm the ghost you can't see. Prowling through the city with a swagger that's deadly. Eyes like a predator, heart like a stone. When I strike, you'll know you ain't walking home alone. They say I'm a danger, a risk to your calm. One step in my zone, you'll be lost in the storm. I'm a beautiful nightmare, a charm with a twist. The taste of my fury is a pain you can't resist. I'm venomous, dangerous, got that fatal bite. One wrong move, baby, it's a rapid fire night. Dance with the devil or flee and take flight. I'm the queen of this jungle wrapped in dark light. I'm venomous, dangerous, hit us all I want it. When I pierce with a knife, you'll feel that burn in the morning. I'm venomous, dangerous, can't escape my flow. One wrong move, it's game over. Let's go. Step to me wrong, you'll learn that I bite. Hanging with the wolves, we own the nightlife. My crew's like the pack, heartbeats synchronized. We play rough in this